Good afternoon, TUSD community. My name is Jana Acevedo and I am the Magnet Director for the district. Today I'm here to introduce our Session 5 of the Meaningful Work of Collaborative Teacher Team series. In Session 4, we took a look at collaborative culture and how to build a collaborative culture that supports all students to learn instead of working in isolation. That commitment centered around a true focus and engagement in the 4 critical questions. What is it that we want students to learn? How will we know if they learned it? What will we do if they do not learn it? And what will we do when they do learn it? So today our session is going to take you through meaningful work products. We will take a look at each 4 critical question and the meaningful work products that supports each question. Thank you.
Welcome to the 5th PLC and Collaborative Teacher Team PD video. Today's session will focus on looking at the 4 critical questions and the meaningful actions work products that align to each of these 4 questions. We will also look at progress monitoring through the lens of a multi-tiered support system, or MTSS. We hope that you gain some new information and are validated for the current work you are doing both in your collaborative teacher team and as a campus PLC. At this time, I would like you to think back to our last PLC PD session on collaborative culture, compliance versus commitment. What has changed in your collaborative teacher team and/or your campus PLC because of this new or validated information? Facilitators, please pause the presentation for 3 minutes to allow for writing and sharing with a stand-up partner. Please read the 3 guiding questions that will be addressed in today's session. Please refer to and read your handout titled Meaningful Work in a Collaborative Teacher Team. Once you are finished reading, meet with your collaborative teacher team to discuss the reflection question. Facilitators, please pause the presentation for 5 minutes to allow for reading and sharing of the reflection question. In our last 4 PLC video PD sessions, we have talked about the importance of the collaborative teacher team using the 4 critical questions to guide the work. Today, we are going to ask you to think about what collaborative teacher team actions work products align to each of the 4 critical questions. Please refer to the handout titled Meaningful Actions Work Products Align to the 4 Critical Questions. With your collaborative teacher team, brainstorm as many collaborative teacher team actions work products as you can for each of the 4 critical questions. Facilitators, please pause the presentation for 12 minutes to allow for team setup and brainstorming. Thank you for taking the time to brainstorm. Here are some examples of collaborative teacher team actions work products for each critical question. As we go through each slide, please cross-reference what you have come up with as actions products and see how yours align with the slides. Let's begin with critical question number 1. What is it we want our students to learn? How does your brainstorm list compare? Now let's compare our list to critical question number 2. How will we know if each student has learned it? And critical question number 3, how will we respond when some students do not learn it? And finally, compare your brainstorm list with critical question number 4. How can we extend and enrich the learning for students who have demonstrated proficiency? So when we are using our meaningful work products, how do we know they are yielding the desired results we are looking to have? This is where progress monitoring comes in. Turn to a partner. How would you define progress monitoring? Facilitators, please pause the presentation for 2 minutes to allow partners to share their definitions. Here is the Arizona Department of Education's definition.
Progress monitoring is used to assess students' academic performance, to quantify a student's rate of improvement or responsiveness to instruction, and to evaluate the effectiveness of instruction. Progress monitoring can be implemented with individual students or an entire class.
Let's take a step back and look at the work of Douglas Fisher and Nancy Fry. Prior to Fisher and Fry, the pyramid often represented only the response to intervention, or RTI. Fisher and Fry made the case that if you do not have Tier 1 quality core instruction in place, you do not have a solid foundation in which to build interventions. Interventions must be aligned to the standards that are taught in Tier 1 instruction. Tier 1 instruction should be of the quality that at least 80 to 85% of students can master the concept or concepts being taught. If that percentage isn't achieved, Tier 1 instruction needs a second look. After looking at Tier 1 instruction, our next focus is Tier 2, supplemental classroom instruction. When you look at TUSD's Curriculum 5.0 and Stage 3 Learning Plan of the Understanding by Design or UBD unit, you will see interventions and enrichments have been intentionally and strategically placed after each formative assessment or common formative assessment opportunity. This ensures progress monitoring is taking place consistently over each unit. How can we further assist our students with academic achievement? In TUSD, some of our schools have MTSS facilitators, some have MTSS lead teachers, and some do not have any MTSS support. What is the role of an MTSS facilitator or lead teacher? Facilitators, please pause the presentation for 4 minutes to explain the role of MTSS support. Richard DeVore taped the video, How to Develop a Professional Learning Community, Passion and Persistence, in 2002. It is as appropriate now as it was then. As many of you know, Rick DeVore has passed away, as well as his wife, Rebecca. A great loss in the field of professional learning communities research. This video reminds us of his passion and his humor. Let's watch the video now. Turn to your table team and share your thoughts and ideas from the video you watched. Facilitators, please pause the presentation for 3 minutes to allow for video reflection. We thank you for your participation and commitment to this very important work. Please take a minute or two and give us feedback on the following 2 prompts. On side 1 of your index card, please write down at least 3 things that you have learned and implemented about becoming a high-functioning, collaborative teacher team. On side 2, write down any questions you still have about becoming a high-functioning, collaborative teacher team.